What's up everybody, Noah from Stage 3 Motorsports here, and today we're going to be showing you how to install some rigid bumper mount brackets on a 2018 to 2020 F-150. Now, before we get into the install, I do want to mention that this bumper mount will work with pretty much any motor option on your F-150, but it's going to work better for naturally aspirated options like a 5.0, because with the EcoBoost, which we have here, we have the 3.5, you're going to have a shroud around the inside of the bumper that's channeling air directly to your intercooler, and that shroud's going to have to be cut, and you're going to have to work around it a little bit to make your light bar fit. Now, it's also worth noting that this system is really more designed for single row light bars that are a bit thinner. As you can see, we have a dual row adapt bar that we're putting in today. This is going to require some more cutting and trimming to make things fit. So if you don't want a custom install, so to speak, and you want things to be a bit more bolt-on, definitely make sure you check out what light bar you need first and kind of watch through the install so you can prepare yourself properly, because if you buy one that's a little bigger, you're going to have a bit more work to do. One last thing to note is that we are not going to be showing any of the wiring or anything involved. This is just the bumper brackets that we're doing. So depending on your light bar, you're going to have different wiring or different switches. Just make sure you know that going into it. And with all that being said, let's get down to it. So our first step is going to be to remove these two plastic bumper pads as well as this little plastic center grill. All of this is just held in with clips. There's no screws here. So we're going to use some pry tools to work these pieces off. With the plastic off, you'll see that there's two bolts on each side. You're just going to remove the innermost bolt here. So we're going to do one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side, and that's where the bracket will mount. Now, here's where the difference comes in between an EcoBoost truck and a regular 5.0 or V6 truck. So we have the EcoBoost, which means we have an intercooler back here. So we have this plastic duct that kind of forces air into that. In order for this bracket to actually reach through, we're gonna have to cut this duct. But the nice thing is it's kind of rubbery. It's not like a real true hard plastic. So you can get through it with a sharp razor blade. So I'm gonna slice that open, and you can use the bracket as sort of a guide to how much you need to cut out. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So here's the second challenge we're about to run into. This kit is really recommended more for single row bars that are a bit slimmer and would fit between these tabs when you install them. But what we've got here is a big E-Series adapt bar. Now this is a really nice light bar and we're gonna install it, but what this means is there's no way to really get this to fit around these tabs without bending them, because you can't come in from the side and there's just not enough space to kind of weasel it in there. So I'm gonna go ahead, bend these down, try and make it look flush and nice, and then we can get the whole light bar in there and get it mounted up. And you'll probably also want to leave your brackets a little bit loose to get that hardware through. Well, I tried being gentle with it and just kind of heating the paint a bit and then bending it back with that screwdriver to make a little bit of clearance, but honestly, this isn't going to be enough room. The light bar still isn't fitting in all the way. So I'll re-emphasize the fact that if you have a single row bar, you do not need to cut or mess with these, but we're going to do the right thing here and just lop it off with a grinder, clean these up, and then we'll put some touch-up paint on there to keep everything looking nice, but the bar is going to cover the majority of that anyways, so let's see what we can do. So I got everything cut out. You can see the tabs here. We threw some paint on them real quick, and then I put these heat shrink covers over it just to keep it from being as sharp and just to make it look a little bit cleaner. So now when we bring the light bar up in here, you can see that we've got the kind of room that we need, and it seems to fit pretty nicely, but there is one other little hiccup that we ran into, and that is that even though I cut the shroud on the inside here, the way the light bar is shaped, it actually needs a bit more room behind it where these shutters are. And so what you can do is there's two options. You can either notch the housing where these shutters are just to kind of cut that hard plastic out, give it that extra little 1/8 of an inch of room that it needs, or you can add some sort of spacer, which what I've got here is some thick fender washers. We're gonna put one behind each bracket. That brings that bracket forward just a touch, and since there's no bars here anymore, it's not really gonna matter if that light bar comes out a little bit more flush, and it actually looks a bit nicer that way too. So you can decide what works best for your application if you do wanna try and cut this, or if you wanna add a spacer. Once you have it on, make sure you leave the bracket a little loose so you can kind of slide this around, because if it's tightened all the way down, you're not gonna be able to get your hardware through for the light bar. Now on our adapt bar here, I have one of the studs in on the sides. I left this one off until I get the light bar in here because it's a little too wide with both. So we'll just push this into place. Get it through. Then now I can fish the hardware through on this end. What you want to do now is just kind of push on your bar a little bit, make sure you get the brackets straight and that everything's looking right once you have those studs through, and then we're going to tighten the two main nuts that hold the brackets and add our hardware to the side here that's going to actually hold the light bar on. Everything's tight on the light bar, so now we're gonna go ahead and pop our little caps back on. All right, everybody, that's gonna be a wrap on this install for the rigid bumper mount brackets. As you can see, the light bar fits in here pretty nicely. It looks really clean. There's still some decent space up and below it, and you have some room to tilt it and adjust the actual beam height to make sure you get something that's gonna have a good spread for off-roading. So I think it's gonna work out well on this truck. If you are interested in picking up some of these brackets for your F-150, we'll have links down in the description that are gonna shoot you over to our website and you can take a peek at those. So with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.